this larger-than-life figure that changed the direction of our country.
A local U.S. congressman remembering his friend and civil rights legend, John Lewis. We'll tell you how Congressman Dan Kildee believes Lewis should be honored.
And we are tracking out the chance for some strong to severe storms today. Details in your full forecast coming up.
And city clerks are getting a head start on the upcoming primary, what trends they are seeing, and how COVID might have an impact. It's time to wake up Mid-Michigan. It's Sunday, July 19th.
Live and local with coverage you can count on. This is WNEMTV5 Wake Up.
Hey, good morning, and thanks for waking up with us on this Sunday. I'm Blake Keller. We've got those stories coming up in just a bit, but first, check on your weather. If you're waking up and heading outside, it's certainly a sticky one so far. We're joined now by meteorologist John Gross. He's in the First Warn 5 Weather Center with your forecast.
Hey, good morning, Blake. Good morning, everybody at home. You might be waking up to some dry conditions, but we are tracking out the chance for some strong to possibly severe storms as we go throughout a good majority of your Sunday. We'll go ahead and take the map full here. Live First Warn 5 pinpoint Doppler radar from NBS showing that activity now starting to move into places like Houghton Lake, Roscommon County, some of our northern counties. We'll go ahead and zoom on in here to some of these showers and thunderstorms that you can see here up towards the Grayling area, Mentor, Houghton Lake, Cadillac, and this is all going to be moving off towards the south and east as we go throughout these next few hours. And there's the line of the showers and thunderstorms you can see there on the sky tracker continuing to make progress towards the east-southeast today. We'll continue to watch out for the chance for these strong to possibly severe storms throughout a good majority of today. Storm Prediction Center does have all of mid-Michigan in the moderate risk. Remember, that's on a scale of 1 to 5. Damaging or impacts are going to be some damaging winds, heavy rain, and possibly some hail from these storms as we go forward throughout a good majority of today. Here's the current numbers out the door this morning. We've got upper 70s and a few 80s on the map already at the 7 o'clock hour. 79 in Saginaw, 78 in Midland. Good morning. 80 degrees right now in the Houghton Lake area, and you guessed it, plenty of humidity. You'll definitely feel that as you step out the door. Dew points definitely in the upper 60s and the lower 70s. Day planner for today will have temperatures getting close to 90 degrees again, feeling closer to the mid-90s with that humidity. Chances for those strong to severe storms throughout today. We'll track it out for you in the hour-by-hour forecast coming up here in just a little bit. Blake.
He was this larger-than-life figure that changed the direction of our country.
Michigan Congressman Dan Kildee mourning the loss of his friend and colleague John Lewis. Congressman Kildee says he and Lewis developed a friendship through the years. And Kildee says Lewis always asked about Flint and was very sympathetic about the water crisis. The pair was so close that when Lewis's cancer made it impossible for him to cast his votes in person, he chose Kildee to be his proxy.
So much of what he fought for had to do with the sacred right to vote. And the fact that he asked me to be the person to exercise his vote is the highest honor he could have paid me.
Now, among being honored with a renamed bridge in Selma and a statue in D.C., Kildee says the best way to remember Lewis is to continue to be a champion for peace, civil rights, and equality. Well, 2 Republican senators are backtracking after posting photos of the wrong person while trying to honor Representative John Lewis. Senators Dan Sullivan and Marco Rubio both used photos of the late Representative Elijah Cummings by mistake. Sullivan's office did so on Facebook, and Rubio used the wrong photo in a tweet. The social media posts were later deleted and replaced with a correct image of Lewis. Now, both Cummings and Lewis were active in the civil rights movement before coming to Congress. Cummings died in October, and Lewis died Friday night at age 80. Well, still unfolding, a local community coming together after a couple was targeted by a hate crime, now for the second time. A Black Lives Matter rally was held yesterday on the front porch of Saginaw couple Regina and Donald Simon. Both residents were the recent victims of a hate crime after a noose was put inside their vehicle last weekend. And according to Regina Simon, they were just targeted again on Friday night.
Well, my husband and I doing a last-minute run last night to Walmart. We're walking through the parking lot, and my husband says, "What is that?" And it's laying right by the cart corral on the ground. Same noose, same note, same handwriting, same words.
Now, the words state the message accessory to be worn with your Black Lives Matter t-shirt. City leaders who attended the rally called the crime unacceptable. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports that the number of confirmed coronavirus cases in the U.S. has climbed above 3.6 million infections, with nearly 140,000 deaths. In Michigan, state health officials recorded 678 new infections, with 9 additional deaths. The state's overall total of cases sits now at 73,180, with more than 6,100 deaths. And here in mid-Michigan, Genesee and Saginaw counties continue to hold the vast majority in numbers. Well, the Shiawassee County Health Department is warning of a possible coronavirus exposure site. They say employees at King Cone and Cafe Sports in Perry tested positive for COVID-19. Now, anyone who visited King Cone on July 13th between 1 and 10 p.m. or visited Cafe Sports on July 14th from 4 to 10 p.m. is advised to self-monitor for any symptoms. Now, the health department says both employees were wearing masks during the exposure periods. Well, the 2020 Michigan primary election is on August 4th. That's just under 3 weeks away. I was able to find out what trends local county clerks are seeing, and they prepare for a primary during a pandemic. With just less than a month away from Michigan's primary election, local county clerks are gearing up to meet voters' demands.
Really a significant increase in AV ballot requests.
With COVID still rampant in the state and the country, numbers prove more voters are looking to cast their vote through mail this year.
Speaking to the Grand Blanc Township clerk, she said in 18 they had about 3,900 requests for ballots, and this year around 8,000 so far.
Though absentee voting has been surrounded by controversy over fraud, Genesee County Clerk John J. Gleason says the increase in request shows voter confidence in the process.
But I think when the evidence come forward after the August 4th primary, you're going to see that this is a reasonable and responsible way for voters to vote.
There's no shortage of election workers in the county. Polling places will do their best to social distance, but Gleason believes the virus will change older generation voter habits.
I think they're going to accept this mail-in opportunity because of the virus. I'm sure they don't want to because they like that interaction between the poll workers.
With an expected influx of absentee ballots, Gleason doesn't necessarily believe results will be delayed, but wants legislative relief to get a head start on counting them.
I don't see any harm in allowing our local clerks to get a head start on that process, that they can, the day before, can start opening the envelopes and have it ready to be counted.
Well, Gleason also recommends for those heading to the polls on August 4th to bring your own pencil and be sure to wear a mask. Well, TV5 News Time is 7:08. The Michigan Special Olympics giving thousands of athletes a new way to compete during the pandemic. So coming up, how you can catch the action in the virtual Summer Games. And landlords could be preparing to file a second round of evictions. Find out how the state's new eviction diversion program could help tenants who are falling behind.